1983 Land Rover Series 3 109. As you can see, we've got county colours on this one. Early galvanised chassis as well, which I will show you. You can see all the galv on the chassis as well, which is nice. It's got a later 300 TDI turbo engine in it, which to me makes a lot of sense, with the Fairview overdrive. So it's on the 4-speed series gearbox with the Fairview overdrive. All the, in my view, all the correct modifications to that one. So galv chassis, 300 TDI, Fairview overdrive. Bodyweight wise, we're going to start off at the front, work our way around this charming Land Rover 109 onto the interior, and then we're going to fire into life. So at the bonnet itself, all nice and straight, especially for a series, being one of the last ones on an 83, I believe. Quite a late model one. There's a few bits of paint flake here and here, and I think it was blue at some point in its life, but it's been done as a coating, which I really do like because they are crazy rare. Nice and tidy across the bonnet there. A little bit on the corner there by the tombstone, by the window hinge. Down the wing top, various little bits of Addy Rash, but sort of add to the character of the series. It's not a beaten up old girl, that's for sure. It's all nice and red, nice and shiny. Spare wheel on the bonnet, grill's all good as well, with your light guards all nice and silver there. A few little bits of Addy Rash here and there around the light guard holds and things like that. Certainly not over restored, that's for sure. Been painted at some point in its life, like we know. All nice and tidy across the front end. As you come down the right hand side onto the wing top, a little bit of paint flake across the wing top, which is pretty standard. But the rest of the wing's all lovely and shiny, and it's as fairly straight as a series Land Rover goes. All nice and tidy with your 16-inch steel wheel, which the counties did come with the Michelin tyres there. All nice and straight down the wing, all nice and shiny. A few little bits of Addy Rash starting on the bottom of the doors on the right hand side there. That lower sill section kick panel seems to be okay. I'm going to do this side, and I'm going to do we'll do the chassis. We'll come back up and do the chassis. There's various bits of Addy Rash here and there, but it's fairly straight. A few little touch-ins on the back, but it's fairly straight for a series Land Rover. There is a little ding and dent in the door, but it adds to the sort of overall character of this one. Gives it that sort of bit of a rustic farm vibes, as James is saying. I've seen a few of these with the air vents built in as well, with that top on. All okay, nice and cream across the roof there. It looks good, really good colours. The cream matches the livery and the wheels perfectly there down that right hand side. But like I say, various bits of Addy Rash here and there, and there's some dings and there's some dents, but we're sort of loving it like this. It's certainly not over restored, but it is all nice and shiny. I will give it that. It's all nice and red. Chassis wise, the vendor said they've never understeel it. You can see a little bit of corrosion towards the back, but it is just surface where the galves come off, because he reckons it was about 15 years ago they reckon it was done. But you can see the outriggers there are lovely. No welding plates on there, no plates being put on. It's not undersealed at all, so you can see it all. This is the right hand side. See a bit of surface to the outriggers there, but it's not fallen off anywhere. See where the galv has come off, but it's better to see that than loads of underseal. You can see there's no welding being done to it at all. All nice and clean, entirely underneath there. See the floor sections there as well. We'll come round onto the rear, if I can get in here as well. So you can see the galv chassis all the way throughout. Like I say, galv chassis at a 300 TDI sort of ticks all the boxes there perfectly for me. Nice and tidy down the back edge there. Still got the step on that works, which is also nice to see. Oh, that's a spring coming off there. Jim's going to pop that back on for us. Nice and tight on the cross member. A few bits of paint flake here and there on there. Across the back of the tailgate there, again, bits of corrosion here and there on there. Bits of Addy Rash, sorry, oh, corrosion. I'll do the quarter chassis from the rear. So you can see that. Again, no underseal on that there. All seems to be good. Across the back as we come down that left hand side rear quarter, and again various little bits here and there, but again it's all nice and shiny, it's all nice and red, and got some corrosion starting on the bottom of the doors on the left hand side. A few little dings and dents around the handles and around the framework there. Left hand side front wing, again, nice and tidy in the corners on the wing tops, no all dented. You can see how straight it is down the left hand side there. It's lovely and straight, but there is some dings and dents and bits of corrosion here and there. Slightly worse dent there on the door, a little bit on the top there. Once again, chassis left hand side, you can't see that galv coating. Show you the outriggers there as well. Working our way back. So you can see that there, that's where the galves come off, but it's all nice and tidy. Again, can't see any plates being welding on there. Nothing straight all the way up. On to the interior now. Door card itself, it sort of looks right, all rustic in there, hasn't been restored. Door card there, a few little bits of tape here and there, but it sort of suits the rest of the car. Seats themselves are in nice order, nice and soft. You've got the 3 seats in the front, your Fairview overdrive there. Dials are nice and clear. Nice colour-coded wheel matching the roof and the stickers and the wheels. Dash top's all okay. Wants a little bit of a tidy up in here, but nothing too bad. You can see you're headlining with your 4 vents in. All the doors sort of shut right. Driver's rear again. Wants a set of door cards if you're being picky on it, but it is a Series Land Rover. They do get away with it. Rear seats 3 in the back, so it is the 12-seater this one. Again, you've got your big bench seats in there. There's a few little bits of tape on the corners and stuff like that. Carpet set's all okay. Polka dot theme going on there. I think it must add some matting in at some point. Headline's got a few little nicks, but I like the vents in there as well. With it being an 83, it is a later one. I started doing the 90 on a 84, I believe I've seen them on. Again, door card itself, a little bit tacky in places on the interior, but I sort of like the overall look we're going for. But it's got those sensible upgrades again, like I say, the galvanised chassis, which is normally the concern on these. It's got the 300 TDI, so it'll actually pull its own weight. And it's got that Fairview overdrive on the gearbox there, which again was a common thing back then. I've seen quite a few with the Fairview overdrive. Big difference, it just means it'll sit at 60 on the motorway without screaming that 4-speed box to bits. Into the interior there, interior engine bay, sorry, so it's a 300 TDI there, which doesn't look wrong at all in my eyes in that engine bay. It's all nice and dry as well. It was driven to the sale as well, this one. I'll just quickly show you. I'll do that first, and then once we've got it fired up, it's got a button to start and a button to stop. So you turn the ignition on, press the button. This is cold start, but it might take a couple of revolutions with it being cold. Or not. No smoke coming out there. Firing straight into life there with no hesitation. That one. It's hitting over nice and happy. No complaints to that. So, let's open this a bit.
Ignition on.
Ignition on. That's your starter.
Seaweed.
That's how you stop it. So we'll do that again. Ignition on, like that. Push the button, away she goes. Turn it off, ignition off. And there you have it, the 1983 Series 3 Land Rover 109, 300 TDI. Galv chassis on there, no underseal underneath that. You can see the little bits where the galves come off in places, but it looks right to me. 300 TDI with the Fairview overdrive there. Ticking all the boxes with that sort of rustic farm charm we're seeing on that one. Sits lovely and level, that. It's got good bones, that's for sure. I'd happily drive around in it. I'd imagine that on a summer's day down at the pub. Bimbler. All 12 of us in there, no problems at all.